Hi guys, Roxana from the blog aquaintlifeblog.com. Today we are doing a what we eat in a day video to showcase some of the recipes from the blog. If you're interested in making any of the recipes you see here, I will leave a link for them in the description below. And I hope that this just inspires you. I know I get super inspired when I watch other people make things in their kitchens, and so I hope you enjoy my what we eat in a day video. Thank you for watching. This morning I'm making a cherry oatmeal bake, but with blueberries. It's the same exact recipe as the cherry oatmeal bake on my blog, but today I'm using blueberries. And for this recipe, of course, you can use any berries that you like. It's just a couple cups of old-fashioned oats, 3 cups of milk, half a cup of brown sugar or maple syrup, and a little bit of coconut oil, an egg. Mix it up, throw it in the oven, and it's just perfect. It's perfect because you could do it the night before. This morning I actually waited to do it. I did it this morning, and that's totally fine. They just didn't get a chance to soak, but it just doesn't really make any difference on the taste. So you just pop it in for about 45 minutes, and it's usually perfect about that time, and serve it with some cream. It is now lunchtime and I am going to be making salmon cakes. Now I like to make these and put them on rolls. Today I'm doing 2 salmon cakes, of course, for myself and 1 for my daughter, so I just need 1 salmon. I believe the recipe calls for 2 fillets, which will be 4 salmon cakes for you, but just alter it depending on how many salmon cakes you need, how many sandwiches you're making. Usually 1 cake is good for 1 sandwich. The recipe calls for some breadcrumbs, so I'm just going to go ahead and make a few breadcrumbs from some day-old bread and just get that into the food processor to prep it while the salmon cooks. I'm heating up some coconut oil in my cast iron pot. I'm going to be making some French fries to go along with our salmon's cake sandwiches. Fries are always optional, right? But I like to serve it with the salmon cakes as like a patty on a bun alongside some French fries that I cut and fry up in coconut oil, and it all mixes up right alongside each other, so there's not really much extra effort, I guess. Kind of, but not really, right? To assemble the salmon cakes. This recipe is so great for quick lunches. You can literally use canned salmon for this. I usually use a fresh piece of salmon from the freezer, but either way it works really well to get a quick lunch onto the table. You simply mix up, you shred up the salmon, add the breadcrumbs, add the egg, some chives or herbs, whatever you have on hand, salt and pepper it, make it into patties, and fry it in coconut oil. Adding a bit of sea salt to our French fries. And with any burger or sandwich that I make like this, I like to heat the buns up in the pan just to give it a little bit more texture. I whipped up a little bit of mayo and put a little bit of lemon juice in it to dress the sandwiches. And today I don't have lettuce and avocado. I'm improvising and just putting homemade pickles and spinach on there, which does the trick. It's the end of the day. It's about dinner time. Tonight I'm going to be making creamy broccoli bake. I'll leave the link in the description below. And today I'm doing a little bit of improvising because the recipe calls for fresh broccoli, but I'm going to be using frozen. So not a big change, but just wanted to let you know if you see that in the video. That's why. Let's get cooking. like to get the broccoli going alongside the cream sauce. So I'm just gonna pop it into the strainer here and have it boil right alongside so that when it's ready, I could just throw it into the pan and mix it all up and pop it into the oven. The recipe calls for 2 tablespoons of garlic. If you don't like that much garlic, you can of course use half, but we like garlic and garlic's actually really good for you. So I put it in as many things as I possibly can, and I think it just creates a really nice garlicky cream sauce when you put 2 tablespoons in. So I'm getting that ready now and just prepping things and chopping. Throwing the bacon into the skillet, and I'm just going to brown that off, and then I will add a bit of flour and some cream. When you add the cream, it's important that you stir it and allow it to thicken, and then add a little bit more, stir it, and add a little bit more until you have a nice thick white cream sauce. Something I just wanted to make note of before I get comments is I'm not going to drain off the fat in this bacon. I'm using an entire package. That's what the recipe calls for. But I use a very high quality bacon, so there's not a lot of grease that comes off this type of bacon. If you find that you're using something like an Oscar Mayer or something and that happens to get a lot more grease in your pan, go ahead and pour a little bit of the grease out. You do want it to be a little bit greasy so that way when you put the flour on, it sort of thickens the cream a bit for you with the grease, because I noticed that you do need fat for that. So yeah, I just wanted to make note of that I'm not going to have to do that with this bacon. Going to add a bit of pepper. I'm a little bit lenient on the salt on this recipe because of the salt in the bacon, so just be careful with that because you can definitely over salt. And then once it's kind of thick, you can go ahead and add about half the cheese and stir that in and let it bubble away until it's a nice thick cream sauce. All right, now I'm just going to add the very top cheese layer on and pop it into the oven under the broiler for a few minutes until it's nice and just golden and ready. And I just serve it by itself. It really is a one-pan meal, which is great. All right, guys, so that is it. I hope this video inspired you in your kitchen. For more videos like this, please like and subscribe to our channel. We post content every single week, both here and on the blog. And thanks again for watching.